WJBF Live Viper 6 radar, the only live radar in the CSRA, scanning our skies here. No showers as of this early hour here. By 8 o'clock here, temperatures warming up into the upper 40s here. We'll see a few clouds this morning, sunshine on the way, but the rain is going to be back before we know it. Details just ahead.
Celebrating a king, the Garden City recognizing a legendary civil rights leader, where the community is paying homage to his life and legacy ahead.
I can't even let him out the front or backyard without him being worried about getting hit by a car or anything.
And deadly South Carolina roads, what Aiken County drivers say they need to keep pedestrians safe near the street. Plus, Richmond County deputies still investigating an Augusta homicide. Find out how the victim is being remembered by family and friends. Good Morning Augusta starts right now.
Live from Television Park in high definition. Coverage you can count on. This is WJBF News Channel 6. Good Morning Augusta.
Top of the morning and welcome to Good Morning Augusta. I'm Renetta Dubose.
And I'm meteorologist Kevin Nywood here. Glad to have you guys joining us this morning. Not a bad day so far here. Nice.
This is pretty good. I like it so far.
Not as cold as it was this time last week.
It's perfect weather.
Yeah, we're heading in the right direction here. Let's get you outside right now. Jiffy Lube's Skyview Network camera. This is live in downtown Augusta. The Savannah River looking pretty this morning. About a half hour away from sunrise here. We're starting off with mostly clear skies for the time being here. 50 degrees currently Augusta Regional Airport, but 45 degrees at the airport in Aiken, and 50 degrees is the current temperature in Evans Town Center Park. 50 also in Martinez, 49 in North Augusta, New Ellington down to 48 in Windsor. Otherwise 50s for most of us across the metro from Appling to Fort Gordon, so on and so forth. And many of us across the CSRA right about 50 degrees. We're seeing that in Waynesboro, Louisville up to 52 now, Swainsboro, but 49 degrees currently, Bamberg 47 right now if you're in Saluda. Through the course of the morning here, a slow but steady warm up here. We'll see plenty of sunshine throughout the morning hours. We'll reach the mid-50s by noon, and into the afternoon we go. We'll reach the mid-60s probably by 3 o'clock here. And then we'll start to cool things down rather quickly. We're down to the upper 40s at 8 o'clock. We've got a pretty chilly night in store for us, but much colder air. This could be the coldest weather of the winter season so far. We'll let you know how cold it's getting this week, plus when the rain is coming back in your full forecast just ahead. Renetta.
Kevin, thank you. Happening today on Good Morning Augusta, the Garden City is celebrating the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King. King is well known for fighting for civil rights acts when blacks were segregated from whites. Today, community and the NAACP members will host the annual parade in his honor. It begins at 11 at Dias Park Community Center on James Brown Boulevard. Yesterday was his birthday. He would have been 87 years old. Monday is actually the Martin Luther King holiday. Several places will be closed because of it, including all CSRA school districts, Augusta University, and USC Aiken. All government offices and banks will also be closed. Augusta University, Payne College, and Augusta Technical College also celebrated Dr. King's birthday this week. The event included a combined choir with members from all schools and moments of spiritual reflection. The keynote speaker was Joan Mulholland. She is an icon for her work during the civil rights movement despite being a white woman. She says she took up the cause because it was the right thing to do.
I went to church regularly and memorized all those Bible verses that have you memorize about do unto others as you would have them do unto you, and love thy neighbor as thyself. How to treat people, how to live. And I could see that we were just a pack of hypocrites. We did not practice what we preached.
Mulholland participated in more than 36 sit-ins and protests. She is a former freedom rider who was on death row in Mississippi. She helped plan and organize the March on Washington, too. Well, cleanup starts today at the Riverwalk in downtown Augusta. A few weeks ago, the Jesse Norman Theater was flooded, but now the water has gone down. Now crews from Augusta at Parks and Recreation and the Savannah Riverkeeper will be there. The cost of damages from the flooding has yet to be determined. Volunteers are also welcome to come and help get things back to normal. They will meet at the Riverwalk and 8th Street at 8:30. Please bring work gloves, shovels, and brooms. Cleanup efforts will continue in Wilkes County, Georgia today. It was one of the areas hit hardest by the recent flooding. One street is back open tonight, but several are still closed. It's now safe to drive on Rocker Road. The recent rainy weather has delayed progress on all other road work in the area. The city is looking at more than $500,000 in repairs. Now to a few developing stories this morning. Richmond County deputies are investigating a deadly shooting. It happened Friday afternoon on Fulcher Road, that is near Story Mill Road in Hepzibah. The coroner confirms Zachary Nutter was shot and killed. The 26-year-old died at the hospital. No word on a suspect in the case. The shooting is under investigation.
And a lot of times we come together when something is happening. We need to start coming together and help make things happen positively.
Family and friends in Augusta are honoring another deadly shooting victim. It happened on Monday night on Kissingbauer Road in Augusta. Richmond County deputies say James Sims III died in the incident. Former classmates and community members held a vigil last night to remember him. Investigators have not named a suspect in this case. One man is facing charges after a deadly hit and run in Aiken County. The coroner confirms Eric Giles died after he was hit on Hammond Road. Now Ryan Kelly is charged with leaving the scene of an accident. Giles is the second teen to die in a hit and run in the last 2 weeks. Neighbors say speeding is a problem in the area. News Channel 6's Stephanie Bornman explains.
In the daylight, it's a visible road.
Yeah, it gets pretty dark on that road over there.
Yeah, you can't really see that good down that road right there.
People that live in the neighborhood off of Hammond Road say too often they notice reckless driving.
And you said people speed down here all the time.
Oh, absolutely. For instance,
our crew drove down this road several times on Friday, and we didn't notice any speed limit signs. And to these neighbors, that's a huge problem.
They speed through here like 40, 50 miles an hour. And
Cody Patterson says he has a toddler and he won't let his son play outside.
I can't even let him out the front or backyard without him being worried about getting hit by a car or anything.
Cody Patterson and his brother Logan live 2 houses down from where Eric Giles lived. They say they used to see Giles walking down the road all the time, but that it's much harder to see after dark.
Can you see me? Not until it's too late.
Now, after the 15-year-old's tragic death, these neighbors want change.
put a posted speed limit sign, and you know how they have the share the road signs? They need to put one of those along with some street lights.
At least keep that road, Hammond Road, lit up pretty well at night too, because there is a lot of people that go running up and down that road.
Put a sidewalk up or some lights.
Thank you, Stephanie. Now, the teen's death was ruled an accident, but Kelly will still head to court for charges. Count on News Channel 6 to keep you updated on this developing story. Augusta's longest-serving Superior Court judge is retiring at the end of the year. Judge Carlisle Overstreet was appointed to the Augusta Judicial Circuit in 1991 and became Chief Judge of the Superior Court in 2008. He announced his retirement early to give another person a chance to run for a seat. Overstreet says he will still be active in law by serving on state boards and committees that are working to improve the court system. With nearly 50 years in the court system, he says one quality is most important.
Patience. You have all sorts of people and personalities, including different lawyers and different victims and parties, and you just got to bear in mind that they're all different people and they all have different views than you do.
Judge Overstreet believes domestic violence is the root of many crimes, and he plans to continue his work to fight it. In his retirement so far, State Court Judge John Flythe is the only person to announce they are running for Overstreet's seat. A family with the familiar face with the Richmond County Sheriff's Office is running for marshal. Lieutenant Ramon Lampkin announced he's ready to wear the marshal badge Friday morning. Lampkin has almost 20 years in law enforcement behind him and currently serves as the head of Richmond County's Traffic Safety Division. There's no word on an opponent just yet. Looking ahead to an event happening this weekend. Columbia County's 4th annual Snowfest kicks off today. Starting at 10 this morning, family and friends can head out to the Evans Town Center Park. There will be live music, arts and crafts, and a special visit from some special characters from Disney's Frozen. Admission is $10 in advance and $12 at the gate. The event is open to the public. Well, your spot for some of the lowest rates in town could soon be gone. Find out where stores are shutting down and why ahead. First, though, a check of your chilly forecast.
Well, Renetta, certainly watching out for the rain coming back into the CSR. That tops today's weather headlines. Plus, sunshine is going to follow behind that. But then Once we get to next week, some of the chilliest air of the season. We'll let you know how cold it's going to get and how long it'll last when Good Morning Augusta returns.